to religion. But I've never been able to do that. I've been exploring, questioning, doubting my whole life. And the following is what happened to me when I tried to find the same kind of answers in supernatural beings that most of my friends as kids were finding. The tooth fairy is my first supernatural being. I've heard of God, but only in the expressions, God damn it, God Almighty, which I heard is God Almighty, and for God's sake, but only when my dad says them in anger. So God is part of what you say when you want to be intense. I wish I could express how uninitiated or oriented to life that I am. I want to know and understand things, but I'm not given knowledge or understanding, so I seek it out as best I can. I'm frustrated in general because I can't get the full and immediate answers I want. The first of my saviors in this regard is Mr. Wizard on TV, who explains things in a reasoned, rational, comprehensive way that makes the world a more comprehensible place and organized for me. But Mr. Wizard is only half an hour every Saturday morning, and all my other time is in a world of confused adults and the kids who will believe anything they're told by them. After the Tooth Fairy, my next supernatural being is the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny is pretty much like the Tooth Fairy. They show up, but nobody sees them, and they leave behind things we like. I can recall coloring Easter eggs with my sister and then leaving them in the basket so the bunny can hide them for us kids to find. What I like about this is that both of my parents and I and sister are together in one place at one time. It only lasts about a half an hour, and this is about one of a dozen Ozzy and Harriet homely Kodak moments I can recall in the history of our family. The eggs are hidden cleverly, and it's fun to search for them and to find them. But I wonder about this magical bunny and how he, the Tooth Fairy, and who knows who else, can do all they do without mistakes, don't run into each other, and seem to know me so personally. Around the same time as Santa Claus. He is less important to Christmas than the Easter Bunny is to Easter, as there's so much more to Christmas. There's a long school vacation, shopping, wrapping gifts, trees, cold weather, New Year's close by, visiting relatives, fires in the fireplace, cards, and much more. There seems to be a feeling to this season which everyone is born with. Most others seem like members of a club I don't even know exists. They have the holiday in each other, and I have questions. Does Santa Claus really come down the chimney? Definitely, answers my dad, sipping an egg. He looks too fat. He's more athletic than you know. But we see soot on his red jacket. He's very clean. I'm not buying it. What if somebody closes the big metal flap to our chimney like you did last winter? He can open it with special abilities. What about houses without chimneys? He always has a way in. How can he go to every house in the world in one night? How can he eat all those snacks and not get a tummy ache? If the reindeer go to the bathroom when they're in the air, where does the poop land? What if somebody thinks Santa's a burglar and shoots him? How does he know what kids want who are too young to speak or write a list? If he knows so much, why can't he find baby Stella, a child missing who was shown on TV in 1953? I'm clearly finding more and more questions than answers about these special characters. I like Superman on TV, but I understand him better and believe in him more. The more questions I have, the more my parents, teachers, and everyone else gets impatient with me. Later in life, this leads me to become somebody who prides himself on answering any question a kid might have. I know enough to either answer the question then and there, or how to find the answer, especially easy today with the internet. As a kid then, I live in a world of many questions, few answers, surly attitudes, massive egos, costumery and performance, kind of like being born on stage in the middle of a play and no one cluing you in. I'm expected to perform my role, even though no one gave me the script. So by the time God comes up, he just seems like the latest in a series of special characters that can do all sorts of stuff and you never see. I ask which of them is female and am given stern looks. If half the people in the world around me are female, why aren't half the special creatures? Do they come from the steam room at Daddy's gym where everyone is male? God is taken a lot more seriously than Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, or Santa Claus, and I quickly learned that I can't openly doubt his existence or people get very, very angry.